Hello beautiful souls, welcome to my channel. I'm Adam I Am. This is Awaken with Wisdom. I'm joined today with a good brother of mine, Fable. He's had some experience in manifesting and living in this flow state, just letting things flow to you, and this is kind of the topic of today's video, manifesting and living in flow state. So I have, I've been in this spiritual journey a while now, not that long, a year and a half, but like I say, I had nothing better to do. I had a motorbike accident and I just dove straight into it. And I've learned lots of manifesting techniques, and a lot of them that I see out there, 369, writing every morning 3 times and then 6 times and 9 times every day for weeks and weeks and months and years and years, and all I see is this isn't really, it's not releasing the resistance. This is aligning your mind to your manifestation, which it's not the mind that causes the resistance, it's the subconscious mind that causes the resistance. If we to kind of associate, the subconscious mind would be the 5D and the mind would be the 3D. So it's always the subconscious mind, it's the 5D that causes the resistance. What's happening in the 5D will eventually happen in the 3D. So it's all about releasing the resistance in the subconscious mind. So I have a course, I Healed Myself, and in that course I teach you ways to release childhood trauma, and then change the way you view yourself, get you into the I Am presence, releasing the resistance of being the person that you want to be tomorrow, or being the person that you will be tomorrow. Once you've released this resistance, there's nothing holding you back from being the person that you will be tomorrow. You just have to let things flow, take a little bit of action, and let things flow to you. And Fable has a very good story about just letting things flow to you. It's, if you'd like to share that with us.
Yeah, brother, thank you. So I've been on a healing journey for a couple of years now, and I went through lots of those manifestation techniques. I really focus the mind on that specific thing I wanted, and it didn't work. No, I didn't get the things that I was focusing on, and then it kind of dawned on me. Well, really, like what Adam was saying, this focusing on that thing isn't changing anything, because I've got all of these stuck beliefs within me that the universe is reflecting back at me, that I'm manifesting without realizing. And instead of focusing on this is the thing I want, I started to just let go of
the outcome.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I realized, I don't really, if I let it all go, I don't actually want all these specific things. I want to be in a flow and let everything that the divine has in store for me come to me naturally. And when that started to happen, everything began to change. And then recently, the last couple of months, I've been making a big life shift. I've been going from my stable, steady, same flat for years and years and years to being a bit of a nomad. I'm trying out new things.
Joining the club. It's a beautiful life.
It is, and it's liberating. But when I started, I didn't really have I didn't know how to do it. I didn't really have a clear idea of I'll be here and I'll be there, and there was a lot of uncertainty there that I was moving through. I was having to let go around just the fear of that lack of stability. And then recently I did this Vipassana 10-day meditation retreat, and I truly only went to it because it offers free room and board. I was like, that's 10 days where I can just meditate.
Save yourself a couple £100 there.
Exactly. That'd be nice. And when I got there, I actually learned so much. It was a profound and deeply healing experience.
Yeah, it's definitely calling me.
Mm-hmm.
It is,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And but the day before I went to it, this retreat, my plan for where I would be staying immediately after it fell through. I was supposed to have somewhere lined up for like a couple of months, and it just disappeared. And so I went into this retreat, be like, okay, I won't have a phone. I won't be able to make any plans. I have no idea where I'm going to be after this, and all the fear started coming in. But fortunately, I was in the perfect place to be with that fear and let it go. And by the end of it, I was pretty at peace with not knowing. And then, lo and behold, they gave me my phone back, and I had a text from Adam, who I haven't seen in about a year, saying like, "Hey, do you want to have a little bit of a holiday with me in my home?" And it was like, "Okay, all right, yeah, let's do it." And that's all. It's been like a beautiful experience for both of us.
Lots of healing in it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
No ayahuasca was consumed, no psychedelics or nothing, and you know, I've released so much childhood trauma. Yeah, it's crazy the amount of trauma that we've gone through, you know, without the need for ayahuasca and that, you know.
Yeah, it's been
it's been a real beautiful experience, and like you say, you know, you've just like gone in the flow and things have started happening to you. I'm really experiencing now that I've let go of any outcome. I'm not forcing anything to happen. You know, I've got a vision board in my mind of what I want to do in the future, and I've had choice of 3 places and of where to go, and I kind of know what I'm going to do when I get there. But I was always kind of like, I've always been stuck on like, you know, where am I going to go, you know, out of these 3 places. And it is crazy, like, you know, just letting things go. And people are calling me up that I haven't spoke to in years and years. You know, I had a conversation with a guy that I've known for, you know, must be over 20 years now, and he messaged me and we got talking, and we were talking all night, and he's like, "Oh, I love the way you talk, I love your view on life now, I really need to present you to a friend of mine." And it just so happens that he lives in one of the places that I wanted to go to, so now I know where I'm going. I know I have kind of an idea of how much it's going to cost me, and it's like a quarter of the price that I actually originally thought. It's just everything's just, you know, without having to force an outcome, you know, just sitting in that energy. And it's this energy that we sit in when we're manifesting, you know, we sit in this energy of, you know, whatever your affirmations are for what you want to, how you want your outcome to be. And this is why it's so hard for some people to manifest, because the energy that we're sitting in, you know, me and Fable, we're kind of healed people. You know, we're not cheaters. We don't lie. You know, we don't steal from people. You know, our heart is pure. You know, where people that aren't as healed as we are, they're kind of sitting in all this pain and sorrow and sadness, and this is manifesting for you in your reality, because that's the energy that you're sitting in. You know, if you're sitting in this pain and sorrow, that's the energy that you're sitting in. That is what you are attracting. So, you know, this is why I say in my previous video that a very important part for me and this spiritual journey was the healing, so I could get rid of that sadness and the sorrow and things aren't going right for me. And now I'm sitting in this pure, loving, free energy, you know, and I'm just, you know, letting things flow and, you know, aligning my subconscious mind to my desires in the future, you know. And you know, we're gonna do a subconscious recode. So we've got a little thing, where was it, so that you need people to believe what you say. Mm-hmm. So do you want to explain a little bit on that?
So I grew up in an abusive household. My dad was violent and frightening, and I learned very early to lie, to try and avoid him blowing up at me, and that created a kind of a deep set need to be believed, because when he didn't believe me, it was dangerous, and it felt so. There is a part of me that feels unsafe not being believed, whether I'm telling the truth or not. So now I live in truth, but that's still, even though that was born out of a time when I lied, that belief is still there, and I carry fear about when I'm speaking my truth, people not believing me, and that's quite a big limiting belief, and that's what we're gonna try and shift.
That's what we're gonna go through now.
Yeah.
So we are going to do this subconscious recode now. Unfortunately for you guys, you're not going to see it. It will be on the end of the video. So I just kind of explain the process. So we open up a safe space. I connect to his energy and his subconscious mind, and we just release limiting beliefs. With me connected to his subconscious mind, saying the right things, we can release this limiting belief and replace it with a new belief. This, like he says, this limiting belief has been placed in him from an early age. You know, your parents and your teachers have so much say in what happens in your subconscious mind, what is fixed in your subconscious mind, and it's all about releasing those limiting beliefs and replacing them with a new belief that you do believe now, you know. And then just once we've done that, then you can just be, and it's not going to bother you anymore. So yeah, we will crack on with that now. For the viewers at home to hear the outcome, we'll be back in about 30 seconds, if that, and we'll get on with this. So I'll see you all in a couple of seconds. Subconscious, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you need people to believe what you say?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't need people to believe what I say.
Is that a 10 then? Or a 0? Would it be a 0? You don't, so it's a 0.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna ground this energy down to Mother Gaia. Connect to your roots down to Mother Gaia's crystalline heart. Send your energy down and receive. Oh, that was a nice one, that was. Okay, I am disconnecting from your subconscious mind and your energy field. Oh, and you can open your eyes when you're ready. And we're back with the viewers. How do you feel?
Yeah, give me a sec just to feel
it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. I feel good.
Yeah.
I feel good. That was... I don't have the words, really.
No?
Yeah, it was...
I think the words that you just said just kind of say it all, really. Yeah, it's a beautiful process. It really is a beautiful process. And I'm glad I could share it with you.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It feels like stuff's still moving through me. Like it's like you've shifted these quite big pieces, and then there's all these little things that just
they were like the 1.1, you know, 1.1, 1.2, 0.25, and yeah.
All these little things that were held in place by the big beliefs.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, and you were really good as well, because normally it's me connecting to their subconscious mind and me finding their answers, but you were finding your answers, which was really good.
I'm in tune with myself.
Yeah, that was a beautiful recode. That was really nice.
Yeah, it was good.
Thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm just imagining the situation where I'm talking to someone, and it's like there's this.
It's not there anymore. It's not. It doesn't.
Like something that feels like it's like there's an absence of something that was like a friction in my
Yeah.
inside of me. There's some, and this, yeah, ooh, yeah, that worked.
Yeah, they do work. They definitely work. I know that. I mean, they've helped me so much, and you know, I know they've helped other people, and I'm glad I can help you as well. You know,
Thank you, brother.
that's beautiful.
Yeah, it
Beautiful.
was.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Real nice. So there you go, subconscious recode. If you want to know any more about that, please, all the information is in the description box below. It really does change your life. It changes you. It changes your beliefs. Beliefs that have been stuck in there for years and years, since childhood, since your teachers. We can release all of them, and it's such a simple, beautiful process. So, yeah, if you'd like to know any more of that, all the information is in the description box below. If you got anything out of this video, please give it a thumbs up. Really do appreciate that. Consider subscribing. If you haven't got any more, if you haven't already, we are going to do a few more videos together, and we'll see where it goes from there. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Sending you all so much peace, love and light.
Thank you, everyone. Be well.
Bloody thing.